All right, everybody, I think we're just about ready to get going. So let's switch over here. All right, good morning. Hope you're all having a great Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, wherever you are. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. I'm trying to get the race up here as well. Not the race, qualifying. So we shall see. We shall see, won't we? All right. So I've got the driver trackers up. For some reason, my international feed isn't working. Well, there's a way to solve this, so I'll do it. Mute that tab. So let's go to F1. Let's watch it live. Watch live. And I've muted that.
Good afternoon, and I'm feeling it.
There we go. All right. So on top of everything, we're going to be analyzing where, we're going to be able to look at when we have good times coming in. Nobody's out at the moment. Q1 hasn't started yet. So let's see what happens. We are 2 minutes away. There might be a slight delay on what's being shown. So let's see what occurs here. I mean, I said at the beginning of the year, McLaren was going to run away with the constructors, and lo and behold, God, I hate being right. But who knows? Maybe, I don't know. I don't think we're going to see a big change in the middle of the year, but it's a pain. It's a pain. But the surprise of the year, Williams, definitely. And not just because they have Carlos Sainz, but because of Alex Albon's performance on track as well. So we're getting ready for this. We got this. So let's see what happens here, because we have they're getting the drivers ready right now. So we'll see what happens. Track is clear, as we can see on the screen here. The track temp is 48 degrees Celsius, which is a bit higher than it was in Monaco. So that's going to play into the tire game in the race. All of this gets thrown out if it rains, which I don't think it will. Everybody's got umbrellas to keep the sun off of them. The air temp, almost 30 degrees Celsius. That's a warm day. We got a green light, and the pits are open. The pit exit is open. I don't want to hear music. I don't want to hear vocals here. Listen to Epidemic Sound. So we got some royalty-free music going on. I'm gonna move that over to this screen right here. All right, so we've got Colapinto on the track. We've got Ocon on the track. We've got Behrman. Who else we got going out? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? All right, we got Lance Stroll out. got guys that, we need to, that aren't necessarily we're looking at for high performance at the moment. But granted, Ocon made it to Q3 last weekend, so who knows? We could be seeing some surprises here. One driver that needs to really start picking it up, Yuki Tsunoda. I know I'm a Yuki fan. I know that he's kind of my guy, but, and I say this, he needs to start actually putting in some performances and not just be expensive. That crash that he had, that was over $1 million worth of damage. So, all right, here comes Colapinto starting his fast lap now. So let's see what happens here. We're following Esteban Ocon as he starts his lap. We could be watching Colapinto, in the middle of his lap, so who knows. All right, Ocon, swoops into there, takes the left, and then long winding curve here. Colapinto's fastest, but nobody else is gone. Stroll setting the fastest markers at the moment. That's interesting. Colapinto still faster in the further sections, but we have Ocon also going and Stroll as well. Behrman is putting in a lap right now. He's not putting in any purple sectors at the moment. Albon's out on track. I believe he's starting his out lap. I don't believe that oh no, he's on a fast lap right now. Albon is on the fast lap at the moment. Looking at that 21.8 that he had. So Colapinto put in a 113.8, basically a 0.9. So we got to see where that puts everybody at this point. So we got Behrman moving up to third, Ocon in second. Stroll about to finish his lap and puts him at the top. So that's a really interesting one. Yeah, let's see. No audio. No, not audio. There. And Alexander Albon in second with a 113.7. Stroll just a little bit faster. As opposed to, I wasn't up for free practice 3 this morning, but we had, I believe that what we were seeing was were 115s early on in the session. So, but obviously, we're going to have faster laps right now. They're all on softs. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda out of the pit, out of the garage, I should say. So we should see him starting to put in a time now. A lot of other cars exiting the pit. Their garages now, it seems to be just filling up now. The pits are getting ready to empty. Really interesting strategy right here of just, waiting a few minutes and then suddenly everybody's out on track. So this could play oddly with some of these guys here. So you're probably going to have the guys that did their fast lap come in, look at the data. Yep. So Stroll in the pit, Colapinto in the pit, Ocon in the pit, Behrman in the pit. Everybody else is going out. We have in pits, we have pit outs. Just, yeah. It's a scene down there. I'm watching it on the other screen, so we're having to look back and forth. It's pretty interesting. So if you're joining me this morning, thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. This is F1 Silly Mornings. I hope you're having a great morning or a great afternoon wherever you are, or a great night. It's night somewhere. Night in multiple places, actually. So we're seeing people start to warm up, having their out lap. It's going to be interesting to see here. Let's see. First one that's going to really put in a time will be Hulkenberg. So let's see what happens here, and then we can decide what's going on. Hulkenberg. So yeah, let's go into this because we are streaming, right? Are we streaming? We got to be. Are we live? Oh, it's because I'm on a different stream right here. My bad. Close. Okay. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Okay, good. We're gonna mute that tab. Sorry. Just looking at everything, I'm like, are we actually live? It seems like we're live. Okay. But I'm talking to no one. So Hulkenberg is on his flying lap right now. We're following along with him in the car. Putting in a couple green sectors here. Should be coming around he's coming around the pit entrance, coming down the straight. And let's see where Hulk ends up. Oh, he is in first at the moment. So good lap by Hulk. Bortoletto to fifth. You can see that the track is ramping up now. Let's see. No purple sectors there. Norris is putting in a really fast lap right now. Yuki up to fourth. Yeah, you can just see the change of the track at the moment. Let's see. Got Behrman, I think, exiting the pit now. Lawson to first. Lawson coming alive, you know, and I think this is what he needed. I think this is what Lawson needed, definitely, to be on the Racing Bulls team this year. That's where he should have been. Lando Norris putting in a banger of a lap right now. So we're going to see. We're watching Antonelli right now. Antonelli to first. Norris to first. Let's see what Piastri has. Russell and Piastri are on their fast laps at the moment. You only need to be in the top 15 right now, so, you know, that's all that matters. But, and Russell going up to second with that lap. Piastri putting in a really fast lap right now. You got Hadjar going to third. These Racing Bulls are putting in some fast laps this race, or this qualifying, and this weekend altogether. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. We just had somebody move up. The Antonelli. We had Gasly going to fifth. Sorry. Trying to keep track of this. Piastri. We have Colapinto's time is deleted for track limits. We got Albon up to fourth. You know, Colapinto's time is deleted. Then that was at 4:25. So we got Alonso moving up to fifth. You know, you have to assume that the Ferraris are going to get out of the bottom there, as you just saw Hamilton go up to six. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting at the end. It's almost like who's going to be out at the end and who can put in that fastest lap. You know, I'm going to be focusing on Yuki, but that's because that second seat needs to perform. And you tell me if you agree, right? I need to move this, sorry. I'm not focusing on that at the moment. There we go. Now I have stuff that I can look at. Okay, cool. So here we go. All right, we have Behrman moving up to ninth. That's probably not going to hold. Because I think the track evolution is going to go up. We have Verstappen on his fast lap right now. And, I mean, we're seeing track times just drop, and Verstappen comes in at second. Okay, so we know where he is, and you know, you look at his teammate over a second behind. I mean, that's unacceptable. You know. So you know what? Let's see what's happening here. All right, it looks like nobody's on a fast lap at the moment. People are going into the pits. Okay. So let's see this here. Nobody fast on track at the moment, so we have kind of a cool down period. So let's go over our top 5. Piastri, exactly where we expect him to be. Verstappen, pretty much where we expect him to be. Norris, you would expect a 1-2 McLaren right now, but I mean, those times are separated by nothing, by, you know, 1/1000th. I mean, the 798 and a 799. I mean, come on. Then we have Russell, who's fast right now. Let's see the reliability of the Mercedes engine in the race. Leclerc in 5th, Albon in 6th, Alonso 7th, Hamilton 8th. Ferraris, I don't even know. You know, are we ever going to start talking about the disappointment that is this run with Ferrari, winning a sprint race, and then here we are, just, you know, whatever. Just yep. Cool. Hadjar in 9th, Behrman in 10th, Colapinto 11th. Thought his time got deleted. I'm not sure, though. He might have put in another lap, though. Antonelli in 12th, Gasly 13th, Stroll 14th, and Lawson rounding out your top 15. Those would be who would move on. We have 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in qualifying. So let's see what can happen. Let's see what occurs here. So, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Sainz. Forgot that he was down there. Sainz, Tsunoda, and Bortoleto need to find something. And now we have everybody queuing up. We have 3 minutes 44 seconds left in this qualifying. This is wide open right now. The top 3 are probably what are going to be the top 3 at the end of it. But after that, let's see what happens. You got to just be in the top 15. If you're in the top 15, you get to the next step, and then you got to be in the top 10. That's it. Let's see what occurs. If you're just joining us, good morning, or good afternoon, or good night. All right. It's 2 minutes, 55 seconds left on the clock. We have people going around. What's going on with the... Something's happening with an Alpine in the pit. And this is why you want to put in a fast time early on, not just wait it out, because you risk the red flag now and just being left out. Okay, so Hulkenberg on a flying lap right now. He's the first one to be able to go fast. He's having to avoid some traffic. This is going to work against him, or I guess, no, we're watching Bortoleto right now on screen, but both Kick Salvers are on their fast laps right now. Let's see what occurs here. All right, we also have Antonelli and Hadjar on fast laps at the moment. I don't know what's going on with Piastri. Ooh, a little bit of dust kicked up by Bortoleto there. We're going to see what happens. Hulkenberg slowing down at the end of his lap. A lot of yellow markers, a lot of yellow markers, a lot of yellow markers. Is there a yellow flag over there? Do we have an issue? Track is clear. Hulkenberg up to 8th. Will that be good enough? That's a 1:13.19. This could be interesting here, guys. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got Bortoleto moving up to 7th, ahead of his teammate. We have Antonelli on a fast lap, has a purple in sector 2. He's coming around the corner here. He's going to be approaching the pits momentarily. He's passing the pit entrance. He is going down the line here. Let's see where Antonelli ends up. He's in 5th. That's a 1:12.8. So let's see what occurs. Okay, so we've got that. I think Antonelli's safe. I think if you're in the top 5 right now, you're safe. You have Gasly on a fast lap right here. Tsunoda on a warm-up lap. You only have 57 seconds left. You got to get this lap in. You got to get there. You have to be moving right now. All right, so Gasly stays in 9th. He's in 9th. Colapinto is out. I think his car died in the pit, it looks like. Because he is stopped completely. I think that's who they were going around in the pits. Okay, so let's see. We got Sainz on a flying lap right now. We've got him at 110, 111, 112, 113. He moves up to 13th. That's going to be close for Sainz. I don't know if he's going to make it into Q2 because Hamilton's got to be faster, right? You got to expect Hamilton to be faster. You have Ocon on a fast lap right now. Yuki Tsunoda has started his fast lap. Hamilton only up to 9th. That pushes Sainz down to 14th. We have Ocon going. We have a checkered flag right now, so Lawson moves up to 7th. The first car to take the flag is that? Oh, God. Do we have a... Okay, we still have a track clear right now, but somebody out of their car. Was that Colapinto? I don't know if that was Colapinto. That's interesting. Ocon up to 15th. I'm guessing that there's a yellow flag there. I don't see any marker for a yellow flag, though. We have Behrman coming in, and where did Behrman end up? 11th. Okay, we have Yuki Tsunoda coming up. Pit lane incident involving Colapinto noted. What happened with Colapinto? Here comes Tsunoda. He had a little bit of understeer there. Let's see if he can get out of this. Nope. Bad lap. Bad lap by Yuki Tsunoda. 19th. Oof. Drops him down to 20. What? I don't know I guess this is all messy at the moment. Ooh. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Yuki. What are we going to do with you? Now, my question is, what occurred there? I don't have any audio from that at the moment. Let me see if I can get some audio. Alonso had his lap deleted for track limits. Wow. I don't know what's happening to Yuki. You got to wonder if that crash is affecting him. You don't want to go over the top with anything, but it's that. So let me close this real quick. Hang on one second. I need to have some audio here. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's hang on one second.
Is out, and that pit lane by race.
Okay, I think that we have audio now. Okay, so I'm going to be able to hear some radio at this point. I wasn't able to hear radio before. I was having to just assume what was occurring with Colapinto. But yeah, he had a pit lane pit lane incident. I think his car was just stopped. Okay, what? So yeah, whatever occurred with Colapinto there, I mean, so with Yuki needed to put in a good lap there. I mean, Carlos and Yuki putting in those times, that's... I mean, so moving it, you know, it's easier to say who was eliminated. So Hulkenberg, Ocon, Sainz, Colapinto, and Tsunoda. And we have a possible failure to follow race director's instructions for maximum delta time to Esteban Ocon and Lance Stroll. Excuse me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what we expect from Yuki at this point. Yeah, okay, so Ocon and Stroll will be investigated after the session. I mean, Ocon's in 17th. His punishment is... I don't know what... So, okay, so I'm looking at Colapinto here. He's just rolling. He was still in the pits here. I don't know why they let him exit. I mean... Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Weird. All right. I'm going to grab some coffee. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So let's see. We've got a clear track now. I mean, I don't know. So I guess Colapinto was stuck in the pit lane, or pit exit. So it didn't yellow flag anybody. So there's nothing there. I'm surprised they didn't yellow flag it, to be honest, with him being out that far. I don't know. I think that... Let me close this. Let's do this. Let's get a little bit of music going on in the background here. So here we go. So we have a track clear. We have a pit exit open. We have cars exiting. Let's see what's occurring here. So, got Albon going out in front, but then we have Alonso wanting to go ahead of him. He's in a rush. Man, so drivers that didn't make it into Q2 here, we have Hulkenberg, Ocon, Sainz, Colapinto, and... we're in the collar, Yuki Tsunoda. Kills me. But I mean, this is what happens when you cheer for the underdog, right? But anyways, no, not good by Yuki. He has to be faster than that. And I mean, and you have two drivers that are you have Lawson, who's kind of regained his, not his mojo, but I would say much better than what he has been. And then you have Isaac Hajar, who has been consistently like. And I agree with Horner, who might be Hajar might be the best rookie right now, which shouldn't be because you have Antonelli, who has obviously a fast car. I mean Russell is fast consistently. Okay, so what's going on with what's going on here? Why is Alonso coming back into the pits? Okay. So he goes back in the pit after going out. Something wrong with the car, I wonder? We'll have to figure this out. So, got Albon on his flying lap right now. So, we're watching, see him. He's having a little bit of steering issue there. Not bad, not bad. All right. Oh, man. I mean, so what Yuki is going to have to do is he's going to have to take it on, him and Sainz, because their cars are faster, are faster cars at the end there. They're going to have to pass. And I don't know if you're going to have the ability here. I mean, I know Albon's putting in purple sectors, but I mean, he's the only one that's really put in any complete sector at the moment. So we have to kind of take that with a grain of salt. He's coming around the pit entrance. He's coming down the straightaway, and so let's see. We have Behrman on a lap as well. Okay, so 113.1. I don't know if that gets you into the top 10 now. Behrman on a 113.6. You're about to see it pop up. Sorry, I'm a little ahead on the video. It's kind of annoying that I don't have that synced. Yeah, the video is about 10 seconds ahead than the stats here. So let's see what's happening here. So all right, so we have cars entering. You have Albon and Behrman going back, on a cool down lap. Here goes Max. So we have Max already on purple sectors at the beginning of the lap. Or purple markers, I should say, not purple sectors. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, so we also have Stroll on a fast lap. I think we have Lawson on a fast lap now. Yeah. We have Bortoleto on a fast lap right now. Bortoleto putting in some purples at the beginning there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Bortoleto beating out his teammate at Kick Sauber. That's not bad. That's not bad. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. All right, so Max is getting ready to finish up his lap. We need to get some of the latency here. We need to... Going to fall back about 10 seconds. Okay, close that. We want to go back 10 seconds. Here we go. Nope. Oh, no, I want to... Wait, what? What's happening here? Oh, Let's I don't know what I'm doing here, do I? We want to go up 10 seconds then. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. Okay, so I think I fixed this. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, so we've got Norris in first at a 112 basically. Max Verstappen at a 112.3, followed by Alonso, who just moves up with a 112.5 and a 112.6. The 112 from Norris might get you into Q3. But I assume we'll be seeing the 111 soon. And Charles makes it into third with a 112.4, basically a 112.5 up, and then Hamilton passing Leclerc. Okay, Ferrari, I see you. You know, who would have thought? Hamilton finding something here. And then Piastri with a 111.998. So basically a 112. But, you know, we have Antonelli moving up into 8th. Because remember, this is the top 10 now. Ooh, and Russell into the top 4 with a 112.4. Let's go. Let's see some drama here. Who is going to get dropped that shouldn't be dropped? Who's going to get dropped that shouldn't be dropped? We're going to see maybe Antonelli get dropped out of the top 10. Could be interesting. We shall see, won't we? Let's see what happens. So if you're watching, thanks for joining. My name's Joe. I'm trying to take you through qualifying this morning. I think that we've got some really interesting activity here. You know, unfortunately, you almost got to not pay attention to the top 2 at this point. Remember when we used to not be able to look at the top spot when Max was winning all the races, and now it's almost like, George Russell saying that there's dark clouds in the distance over turn 13. Are we thinking that some weather might move in? This could be a change in track evolution. If we get some rain here. Says I don't know what we're gonna see here. So we got 5 minutes 40 seconds basically to go in Q2, I should say. We're looking at where everything is at the moment. Yeah, there are. I'm looking at the video right now, and there are some clouds here. So if we get some rain, you know, we change the entire complexion of this qualifying. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see, won't we? So nobody on track right now. So we got to look at the top 10 that we have. If it ended right now, starting from 10th, we'd have Hadjar, Antonelli, Gasly, Alonso, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Verstappen, Norris, and Piastri. Looks like we're seeing Gasly and Antonelli moving. Don't know why we just saw DRS flash on Hadjar. I'm wondering if these cars are starting to go, hey, those clouds are moving in, so let's get this lap in right now. This is going to make it for a really interesting moment. maybe you get on the track right now. So Antonelli, Gasly in first, putting some. Okay, so Antonelli's actually moving. All right, so Antonelli's in the track right now. We've got Stroll out as well. Stroll has entered the track. I think he was the first one out. Yeah, he was in front of Antonelli. Trying to put my eyes in two spots. We have Gasly entering the track now. This is going to be interesting because let's see. So Hadjar is in 10th with a 1:12.99. I don't think that time will get you into Q3. I got to think that this track evolution is gonna really, these cars are gonna be faster and faster. We're gonna see very fast laps now. That 111, I think that we're gonna see more 111s. Okay, so we have people all over the board leaving the pits right now. I don't see. Yeah, okay, so Alonso's leaving. I'm not seeing. Okay, Leclerc is moving down the pits, I think. Okay, so we have Stroll putting in yellows. Antonelli starting his fast lap now. All right, Lance Stroll putting in a few green spots there. Not looking super fast. 21.748. That is a green sector for him. Antonelli, a 21.67. Faster than Stroll, but we're not looking for faster than Stroll right now. Right? Let's see what Stroll puts in right here for Sector 2. Gonna see it. 29.185. Looking at Antonelli. So we have Gasly in front of Antonelli. So he's going a little slower than Antonelli in Sector 1. Antonelli put in a green 28.9. So faster than Stroll, but again, we're not looking for Stroll. We're not comparing to Stroll. Okay, Stroll moved up to 12th. That won't get you into Q3. And he's not going to have enough time for another lap. So let's see. Antonelli moves up to 8th. Is that safe? Is 1:12.585 safe? It's going to be close for him. Gasly not really putting in anything fast here. Okay, Gasly stays at 9th. So let's see. Albon moves up to 10th. I don't know if he's going to stay there, though. Got Bortoleto coming in. Bortoleto only up to 11th. Okay. So now we got to look at what Hadjar, Lawson, and Behrman are doing, because those are going to be those. Because that's going to start pushing people down. We got a checkered flag now. Hadjar up to 6. Like a boss. Albon knocked out. It's too bad. It's too bad. You know, who would have thought? Lawson, 13th. Isaac Hadjar, leave him at Racing Bulls. Just leave him at Racing Bulls. Don't do this to him. All right. Let's see what Behrman puts in here. Behrman's going pretty quick here. Yeah, Behrman's at the end here, so. Let's see this. And Behrman 15. You know, put in a couple green sectors, but wasn't fast enough for what he was doing here. Pierre Gasly squeaks into Q3. Boom. Good for him. Good for him. Good for him. Very happy for him. You know, that team is in, and I'm talking about Alpine, that team is in such a disarray. And you know what? They kind of invited it. You brought Flavio Briatore back into the fold, into F1. Shouldn't be in F1. But I digress. He's back in, and, you know, it's like, and your team principal leaves. You change drivers way too early. I mean, by the way, have we seen anything from Colapinto that we haven't seen from Doohan? Excuse me. Yeah, that was turbulent air. I'm hearing Nico Rosberg doing commentary in the background, so Albon was calling out Haas for slowing him down, and Nico's like, they didn't know what they were doing. Stop. So it's kind of funny. I'd like to see that sky again. I would like to see that sky again, just to see what that was looking like, what it's looking like now. So I'm not going to hang out for very, very long after qualifying because I got to get to the gym. I got a lot of things to do today. I'm a busy man. But I'm glad to hang out with all of you on this weekend, on this qualifying session. I won't be here for the race. I like to watch it on the bigger TV. Well, while we're in between sessions right now, I'm going to go grab another cup of coffee, and I will return momentarily. Oddly enough, I don't have any more coffee. Ugh, and I'm not going to brew anymore. So, oh well. So I'm going to have to just finish what I have and then, you know, just be normal. Ugh. It's 10:45 here, so, I mean, we're almost at the end of coffee time anyways, so, yeah. So once again, thank you for joining me on this Saturday morning, or Saturday afternoon, or Saturday night, whichever one it is for you, for qualifying. So the top 10 right now, we have Gasly, Antonelli, Alonso, Leclerc, Hadjar, Hamilton, Russell, Verstappen, Norris, and Piastri. The top, I'm going to say the top, so I don't think Leclerc went back out. But the top ones did not go back out to try to qualify any higher, because I think they all thought that they were going to be fine, which is interesting, right? Interesting. So here we go. I mean, we're back to Q3. Let's take a peek at where we are. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Oh boy. Well, here we go. We have 12 minutes. Once it starts. Looking at those clouds, I mean, Bernie's saying that she wouldn't worry about the rain, but I don't know. That we're seeing track temp drop a little bit. Maybe it's because cars aren't out there right now, but you can see that it's not as bright on the track right now. So let's see what happens here. I mean, we're gonna have some interesting moments here, I think. But good for Gasly, you know, willing that car forward, getting into Q3, you know, some powerful stuff there. We shall see what happens. So let's see. So what? Who do we think takes pole? I mean, Piastri's been fast all week, and so has Norris, and so has Verstappen. I don't think Verstappen takes it. I'm going to say Piastri. I mean, let's say it's the easy pick, you know. And he's the points leader. He's you know, in the fastest car, and you gotta assume. You know, do we think something interesting will happen here? Because, like, look at the cloud cover. I mean, you're not seeing it, but all right, we got a green light at the pit exit. Lando Norris's mom is there in Spain, watching her son qualify here. So, I think that if something goes wrong, Verstappen would be able to pounce and get into, you know, take pole, but I also don't think it assumes that Piastri or Norris will make a mistake, and we have, you know, I keep on waiting for it, but it doesn't happen. So I think we have a McLaren going down. Yes. So we have Piastri going out right now. Smart, in my opinion. Get out there, avoid this rain, because this is a do or die moment for this. The rain is coming. I think the clouds are dark. Gasly is starting to move. A lot of cars are starting to move right now. These are some low clouds that I'm seeing. So who knows? Looking at the pressure, the barometric pressure here. Air temp hasn't really changed. If anything, it's gone up. The track temp has dropped. I mean, that's 3 degrees Celsius that it's dropped. So that's something to pay attention to. That will affect times. I mean, we're going to see what occurs here. Wind is 6 kilometers an hour. I need those in freedom units. All right, so we have 10 minutes left in qualifying here. Let's see what occurs. Piastri is going to be pushing first. Don't know why Leclerc is leaving so much later. Wonder if something's wrong or nah, nothing's wrong. They don't look to be doing anything to do with the car. Alonso still in the pit, still in neutral. Same thing with Hadjar. Let's see what occurs here. So Norris now exiting is out of the pit. You have Piastri now putting in a fast lap. So will Antonelli in a moment here. So here's Piastri. This is gonna be telling here what Piastri puts in. If he puts in a 111. I think that'll be enough, because I think he's the only 111 we've seen. Yeah, Piastri is going. Verstappen is now on his fast lap. Okay. So we have, let's see, so 21.422, 21.566, and 21.727 in the first sectors. Gasly on a fast lap now. 28.6 from Piastri, still with a lot of purple spots there. Still going, he's still going. All right, here we go. This is a fast lap. I cannot wait to see this. 111.8. Whew, that's fast. Man. All right, Antonelli moves up to second with a 112.9. That's not going to be the fastest. That is not a fast time here. Russell moves up with a 112.0. See where Verstappen is. Here's Verstappen to third with a 112.3. That's Russell put in a banger of a lap there. George Russell, get in there. Yeah. Okay, so we have Norris coming. Well, we have Gasly coming. Let's see. Moves up to fifth. Let's see. So we have a 28.68. Hamilton into fourth over Antonelli. I mean, I think that Antonelli's time might be the slowest of this. Gasly with a... No, Gasly put in a slower time. Sorry. Norris laying down the hammer. 111.81. 111.81. Man. Provisional pole. Yeah, we're going to see these cars go back in, get some fresh tires slapped on them. Let's see what happens. This is exciting right now. This is exciting. Let's see, Charles is going right now. 21.458. I don't know if Charles is gonna get pole here, but this is still a pretty good run right now. Alonso has just left the pit. And Charles into fourth. Okay. So those clouds. Okay, so now if something were to happen in the next 3 minutes, the rain. Now, here's the thing. The track temperature is still dropping. We've dropped another 2 degrees. This is interesting because it's like, okay, so the track is actually getting colder? So what does that mean? It means we're going to have lower grip, but we're seeing with the McLarens that doesn't matter. So we're going to see Alonso put in a lap here. I don't know if he has enough time to do a second lap. You know what I mean? They might be doing one lap for Alonso and then just saying, okay, we're good. So Lando actually got a tow from Piastri, but not purposefully. Okay, so Alonso on his fast lap. Here we go. Accident involving... Uh-oh. Oh, not accident. Incident. Stroll. Driver weighing. What did Lance Stroll do? That's interesting. So we might have a possible incident with Lance Stroll. So let's see what happens. You know, we'll see. This is exciting. This is some exciting stuff here, guys. So we have a Fernando Alonso who's going to get a standing O no matter what in his home country. So evidently Lance Didn't follow direct. Ooh, that felt slow. From Alonso right there. Okay, so it's not just noted. It's now. It will be investigated. Yeah, drivers have to go right away. Okay, so Alonso moves up to 5th. That's not bad for that car. I don't know if he has enough time to get another lap in. That might be his lap. Like he's got to recharge. He is gonna have to cool down. And then he has to do a warm-up lap on new tires. I don't know if he can. So with the sun being covered by the clouds, I mean, we're seeing that track temp drop right now, and it's very noticeable. So Gasly has fresh tires on. Piastri and Norris have fresh tires. Russell, we haven't noted anything yet. Okay, so he only had one set of tires left, so that's why we're seeing that. Okay. So now let's see what occurs with any of this. This is gonna be interesting now. We're hitting a really, really interesting setup now. So, I mean, the McLarens are in a position to do it, so. Okay, so we're watching this. We're watching the times here. We're seeing people get ready for their fast laps. We're seeing Norris. Norris is in front of Piastri, so. And Gasly is getting rid. I think Gasly will be on the first fast lap. So here we go. Or I guess Hadjar's putting in his fast lap right now. Jeez. The timing of all this. So Hadjar is only going to be able to put in one lap? Okay, Gasly is on his way. So Hadjar with a 21.5. Okay, so here we go. Watching Hadjar. Now we have Norris on his fast lap now. Now we have Piastri on his fast lap. Norris is not... Ooh, okay, purple sector there. Okay, 21.2. Okay, so we've got a good first sector from Norris, but we have a better one from Piastri, 21.259. Okay, so we have Hadjar moving up to 5th, pushing Alonso down. Okay, so let's see. Piastri seems to be a bit faster right now. Yep, 28.7. Not great. Not great from Norris there. Okay, Gasly up into 5th. Moving up. Pushing Alonso down to 7th. Man, these are fast laps right now. We knew that they would be, the end would be the fastest. So 28.58. Man, that's a fast sector. We have the checkered flag here. Norris. All right, Piastri. Piastri takes pole. Provisional pole by him. I don't think we're going to have a faster lap from Verstappen. Yeah, Piastri's got to have pole here. A 111.5. 111.5. That is insane. Insane. Kimi Antonelli into 4th. Russell putting in a lap still. Hamilton into 3rd. Are you kidding me? Let's see. We got Russell coming. Verstappen puts into the 3rd. Verstappen over Hamilton. Here we go. Let's see what Russell has. Does Russell have anything left in the tank? and Russell moves up to 4th. So pushing Hamilton down. Yeah. So our top 4, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Russell. Boom. There you are. And that's your top 4. So rounding out the top 10, let's start with 10th, Alonso. 9th, Hadjar. 8th, Gasly. 7th, Leclerc. 6th, Antonelli. 5th, Hamilton. 4, Russell. 3rd, Verstappen. 2nd, Norris. And 1st, Oscar Piastri with a banger of a lap. 11.5. 111.5. Just insane. Just insane. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining me this morning, this afternoon, this night. I appreciate it. You've all been great. I hope you all enjoyed this. We'll keep on doing this for qualifiers, and we'll keep this train going. So anyways, thanks again. Take care. Have a great day. And